Welcome to Dental SEO Fundamentals. The intention of this quick session is to help you with the basics of dental SEO and to offer a few quick tips that you can put into practice to help your dental practice start to grow as soon as possible. First, let's define terms. What is dental SEO? Dental SEO is the process employed to help dental practice websites get found in Google and other search engines. Pretty much everything that helps your website get found that you don't pay for. So, not pay-per-click. Not Google Ads. Here's what we're going to cover during this short session. On-site SEO, that's essentially the keywords on your dental practice website. The bait that attracts the Google search engine crawler. Next, we'll talk about page titles. Page titles are used to send a signal to Google and the searcher about the contents of the page. Finally, we will talk about links. Links help Google understand that your website is an authority on a particular topic. Have I lost you yet? I hope not. It is worth your attention. If you pay attention and put into practice the simple ideas in the rest of this video, you likely will be able to attract hundreds of thousands in revenue to your dental practice over the next few years. Okay, so let's talk about on-page SEO and why it matters. On-page SEO is the actual words on a web page that attracts the Google search crawler and keeps the visitor interested. That's why you should use an important keyword phrase multiple times. For example, we just Googled the search phrase root canal Atlanta, GA. The top organic dentist website for that phrase appearing in the search results uses repetition on their website. The search term root canal appears 27 times on their webpage and Atlanta appears another 4 times. Let's look at another example. As you can imagine, the term SEO company is super duper competitive. Here's a real search we did for SEO company with a San Francisco location. We skipped the first listing because SEO.com has an inherent advantage due to the fact they have such a great domain name. Let's look at the number 2 result. Guess how many times the number 2 Google search listing uses the search phrase SEO on their website. It is hard to see, but if you look at the top right of the screen you can see the term SEO showed up 140 times. How many times do you think they used the term SEO company? They used the term SEO company a whopping 20 times. So, we are not saying you should keyword stuff with dental keywords to a ridiculous extent. We are saying if one of the top companies getting found for SEO is using repetition so effectively, don't be afraid to sprinkle the right keywords in on the right page. Pro tip, another thing the company does is sprinkle modifier keywords which will likely be searched. For instance, the term number 1 appears 17 times, the term top appears 9 times, and the keyword best appears 14 times. You don't even have to have the exact keyword phrase best dentist appear on your webpage. However, if the keyword best doesn't appear anywhere on the page, don't expect to get found for best dentist Omaha or best dental practice in the Google search results. Next, as far as on-page SEO goes, you need to use keywords and headings. Let's search for dental tools. Here's the first webpage that comes up. You will notice the keyword phrase dental tools is prominently seen in the first title on the page. That sends a message to Google that this page is about dental tools. Also, once the searcher visits the page, the headline confirms to them they have landed at the right place and that the page is indeed about dental tools. As we finish off on the topic of on-page SEO, here's a couple other quick tips. Be sure to use your focus keywords early on in the content. You can see here the author of this page uses the term dental tools twice right in the first paragraph. Okay, doctor, are you still with me? Let's talk about page title. Getting page titles wrong can be one of the most expensive mistakes a dental practice can make. Let me repeat that. Getting page titles wrong can be one of the most expensive mistakes a dental practice can make. You can do everything else right, but if you screw up the page titles, you can forget about ranking well with dental SEO. You should carefully write a page title as you would a Google ad headline, as they are very similar. The blue title in your Google listing often comes directly from your page title of your webpage. How cool is that? You actually have control over the headline of your Google result. Let's take a look. Here's a search for NYC dentist, which is obviously an incredibly competitive search term. You will notice the blue title says 209 NYC dental. Best dentist in NYC. New York City. Obviously, that is a pretty clickable title. Any guesses where it came from? I will tell you where it came from. It came directly from the page title of the dentist's webpage. You can see the full page title if you hover over the tab in your browser. Notice anything? The page title says the same thing. It also says 209 NYC dental. Best dentist in NYC. New York City. The dental SEO expert for this practice essentially wrote an ad instead of just a boring description stuffed with keywords. It is very readable and very clickable. Google cares about clicks. If your search result is not getting clicks, Google assumes the page is irrelevant. Every click is like an upvote. If you want to make sure the search result get clicks, make sure it has a very clickable title or headline. As long as we are snooping on their website. Do you notice anything about the primary title on the actual page? The title is Best Dentists in NYC. Obviously that is a term they are trying to optimize for, and they also happen to show up on page 1 for Best Dentists in NYC after some of the national outfits like Yelp, ZocDoc, etc. Okay, so you now know about the importance of page titles. Right? You agree page titles are super important. The saddest thing we see is when a dental practice has the default page title of homepage as the title for their main page, because they just never changed it. And then they wonder why they are not ranking in Google. Don't do that. Before we leave this topic, here's a pro tip about page titles. Let's say you want to rank for Root Canal Albany, but your listing has been sitting on page 5 of Google results. Try a brand new page title. Google might start testing the new page title on page 1. If searchers in Albany like what they see, you might just stay on page 1, if you get enough clicks. Try something crazy like listing a ballpark price. If you are on page 5 otherwise, you really have nothing to lose. For instance, you could literally have a page title that says Albany Root Canal special price starting at $800. That would make for a very clickable Google listing. Okay, let's finish up quickly by talking about links. This one will be quick, I promise. SEO links helps tell Google that other websites on the internet think your website is worthwhile or important. SEO gurus are obsessed with links, dental practices should not be. Of course, the more competitive your market is, the more links matter. If you are in Houston competing with 50 other dentists who also invest in SEO, you might need to worry a lot about links. However, if you are in a place that isn't crazy competitive, don't obsess with links. Instead, worry about your content and giving users a good experience on your website. Google robots are getting smarter, and pretty soon they will think it is really weird that a dentist in Omaha has 1,200 links, and many of them are from websites that have no business linking to a local dental practice. Instead, we do recommend you get local links when it makes sense to show Google you are a member of the local community. Pro tip: if you sponsor a local Little League team, ask for a link. A link from a town website or from the local team's website will show Google your practice is part of the local community. But whatever you do, beware of black hat links. If a lot of garbage links point to your dental practice website, that will be worse than no links at all. So, now you know more about how on-page SEO, page titles, and links affect dental SEO. If you want to learn more about SEO, be sure to check out our free Dental SEO ebook available at conversionsmiles.com. In the ebook, you will learn about dental keyword bait, how to find dental keywords, how to copy big city dentist techniques, how to leverage Google Ads for SEO, why dental procedure pages matter, why linking internally matters, why you should write some long pages, why using video can help SEO, why you should write some non-dentist related content. Well, that's it. Thanks for checking out Dental SEO Fundamentals. Remember, SEO is a marathon, not a sprint. Here's a last tip. Stay active and show Google your dental website is alive and well, and you should do well because your competitor is not updating their website and Google is wondering if they are still relevant. Good luck, and don't forget, dentists shouldn't really be experts at dental SEO, they should be experts at creating beautiful smiles. You just need to know the fundamentals, and hopefully now you have a good start.